All right, so Trump just got done talking, and he basically confirmed everything I predicted before election night in a video that I posted to my YouTube page. I said we will not know who wins on election night. We're not going to know who won for months, maybe not even until 2021, and it's going to go to the courts. It might go to even the highest court that there is. And that's basically what Trump just said right now. So this election is playing out exactly how I forecasted it to. So now let's check out the reaction from the butthurt fake news media
in our country. Thank you very much.
What a sad night for the United States of America to hear their president say that, to falsely accuse people of trying to steal the election, to try to attack democracy that way with this feast of falsehoods, lie after.
If you're butthurt now, boy, oh boy, are you going to be butthurt if Trump ends up winning this in the courts. Oh my God. They're setting this up perfect. It's playing out perfect. I can't believe it. All that has to happen is Trump has to win. That's it. If Trump ends up winning this, you'll never hear the end of it from me because I was spot fucking on.
Lie after lie about the election being stolen. No evidence for what he's saying. Just smears about the integrity of vote counting in state after state. When he wins a state, it's legitimate. When he loses, it's because the vote is being stolen from him.
That's a good freeze frame. Yeah, bite your lip there, bud.
After state. When he wins a state, it's legitimate. When he loses, it's because the vote is being stolen from him. It's not true. It's state, it's legitimate. When he loses, it's because the vote is being stolen from him. It's not true.
He messed up, and he did the thing you do when you messed up, and yet he shouldn't have done it because he's live on TV. And he's a shitty anchor.
State, it's legitimate. When he loses, it's because the vote is being stolen from him. It's not true. It's ugly. It's frankly pathetic.
Oh, I know, bud. You are pathetic, and it was ugly.
The president, for example, he assailed vote by mail. He asked, why are the vote by mail ballots so overwhelmingly in favor of Joe Biden? We all know the answer. It's because the president told his supporters not to vote by mail. So Democrats did it overwhelmingly, and his supporters...
Yeah! Like that doesn't just play along to your little script. All by design.
Turned out in droves on election day. Look, President Trump has always been transparent about the smears and lies and strategies of falsehoods. We knew he was going to do this. We knew he was going to claim votes by mail were not real.
Yeah, because he told you that months ago. You didn't. It's not like you thought of this before he said it. He said it and told you it, and then we knew he was going to do this. Yeah, because he predicted it before it happened, you dipshit.
But he's wrong. It's a lie.
Yeah, we can trust you. Hey, these are the guys. Hey, these guys are the ones that were doing the polls. These guys are great big phonies.
Lying about the election. He's smearing the American people. He's smearing people who are working at polls, and it's a disgrace. We knew that the president was not...
Dude, you're stumbling all over because you're talking out your ass. You've got nothing. You're just butthurt. You're angry. You're mad because Trump just said everything you knew he was going to say. Just before he went out and spoke, you're like, oh, you better not do this or say it's rigged or all this. You know what the result of this script is. Quit playing and acting like you don't know.
Not going to lose graciously.
Or maybe they let you out of it. Maybe you're one of the idiot ones that they can't tell and let in on the joke or the scam.
If he lost. But frankly, watching him flail like this is just pathetic.
Watching you on TV right there was pathetic, bro.
As he was talking, I was trying to reach out to some senior Republicans to ask when the intervention is going to happen. Because this isn't just partisan. This isn't just dangerous. It's nonsensical. It's illogical.
And imagine how more butthurt you're going to be. I mean, you guys are acting pretty cocky here. You're acting like it's over. Like Biden is official and he's your president. So I don't know, man. You guys better save some kind of face here because if Trump ends up winning, it is fucking over for you.
And there's so many things to say. One of the things that I was thinking about listening to him now is how much we listened to him for the past, 4-5 months.
We've listened to him for 4 years.
telling his voters, do not vote early. It's fraudulent. And now we sort of
Yeah, and look what happened. You guys are making his point. You're stupid. Don't vote early. It's fraudulent. Literally, Trump comes out and he's like, I told you, those early votes by mail, those are fraudulent. And we're taking it to court and we're going to prove it. And we're going to make all these people on TV look stupid for going against what we tried to tell you about.
suspected it then. Now we know the reason for that, so that he could have this moment in the White House briefing room. So he could say,
Like, look, if Biden is your... Look, nobody votes for these presidents. They're hand-picked people. Your vote does not matter. This is all a show. So if Biden is picked to be the president, they would already... This would be over. He'd probably be president, or in a couple days he'll be president. But no, that's not how it's going to go. They're going to drag this shit on for months. And in the end, the longer this goes, the better it is for Trump. So I'm telling you right now, all of this whole hoopla, this whole fuckery that I predicted, that's playing right out, yeah, it's going to end with Trump as your president.
that
And that is a lot better scenario than if Biden wins.
the votes that are coming in by mail are fraudulent.
It's lose-lose.
And the reason is because he knew that Democrats, because we are in a pandemic, were more apt to vote early by
And
mail.
it's all a hoax.
And to not want to risk their health and sometimes their lives by going to vote in person. It's a setup. He set the country up. He set his supporters up for a moment like this, which is completely false.
Like this.
And you said sad. It is sad. I mean, I'm not an emotional person, and I'm having trouble kind of keeping it together after listening to them.
Well, yeah, we watched Jake Tapper have trouble keeping it together. He bit his lip. If you guys are having trouble now, you better prepare yourself if Trump ends up winning. You guys are really confident and cocky over here.
President of the United States saying what he just said.
This president clearly knows that
That's a man.
it's not going to end well for him, or he believes that, and he's trying to take the rest of the country down with him.
Yeah.
He's trying to take the voting system down with him.
No, he's trying to win, and he's playing along with the script.
Democratic process down
Just like maybe you people are, but maybe they don't let you in on it because you're at CNN. You're kind of stupid.
with him. And beyond being completely selfish,
Don't give a rat's ass what you have to say anymore.
Is the president would like us to believe, would like the nation to believe that there is this grand conspiracy in every state in the nation to take this election from him. And yet,
That actually makes a lot of sense. You guys on television spent the last 4 years bashing this person and trying to do everything you could to get rid of him. So, like, I don't understand. It's just crazy how much they try to brainwash you on this network.
somebody else gave him a list of Republican
There's absolutely no bias on CNN. There's no, like, they're not realistic at all. It's all just pure brainwashing.
accomplishments in
And
this
that's why I only focus on this network.
election to read from, right? Not one
They're all bad, but CNN's by far the worst.
Republican lost a seat in the House. That Republicans
right.
held on
People always leave them comments, bro, what the fuck are you doing watching CNN? Watch Fox News. No, I watch CNN because it sucks. It gets you these fucking videos I make.
to the Senate. A tremendous night of success for the Republican Party. So,
You want bitching at the TV videos, or you want laughing and agreeing at the TV videos?
President Trump would have you believe that the elections went great for every Republican in the country almost, except for him. So the
Makes sense.
diabolical Democrats and big money, big media, and big tech conspired. And we all got together and we did.
I mean, dude, have you seen his tweets that are being censored? Like, everything he says, there is truth to it. And the fact that you guys are on here acting this way after he said it makes you look guilty as fuck. Like the fact checkers on my post on Facebook. It makes you look fucking guilty when you come out and you start trying to tell people, no, that's not true. That's a conspiracy. Frankenstein.
Decided what we're going to do is we're going to help every Republican win elections across the country except for Donald Trump.
Yep.
Does that make sense to anybody except
Yeah, it does, because it would be too obvious if you did it the other way, dipshit.
for the most fevered
You guys are the worst actors.
Unfortunately, the answer is no. Is it logical? Of course not. Did what you just say make sense? Absolutely.
I'd pay anything to see 20 seconds of these people when the cameras go to commercial and they just stay live on TV and we get to see what they're like.
Trying to dissect it. But I will say it again.
Get that Bill O'Reilly clip.
One of the reasons why what we just
Fuck it, we'll play the thing live. Fuck it.
heard and saw is dangerous is not just because he's the president of the United States. It is because there are so many people who absolutely love him and believe everything he says. So they are.
Yeah, you got 63 million votes.
He and mostly his children on Twitter are sowing the seeds of doubt.
You mean clitter? Right? It's not Twitter, it's clitter. I mean, that's what Anderson Cooper called it on the not fake news media. It was clitter. It was clitter yesterday. Clitter. Anderson Cooper said clitter.
In democracy, in a way.
You want me to show it to you? Here it is. Hey, Anderson Cooper, what's on your mind, bud?
They declaring victory, claiming that fraud was being committed, and making false statements on Twitter, essentially saying that.
I'm sorry, bud. What was that? What was he tweeting on? He was tweeting on clitter.
And making false statements on Twitter, essentially saying that votes for Joe Biden were magically.
Oh, one more time. That was great.
Claiming that fraud was being committed, and making false statements on Twitter, essentially saying that.
That is, it is going to make it very hard for his party, frankly, to come back from.
The president and his children, especially, are actively and openly inciting violence in this country.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
President's son tweeted that Trump will go to war.
Oh my God, and guess what? No one's gonna follow and go to war. Give me a break. You guys are so butthurt.
Over this
after your side was out burning neighborhoods down.
Election. The president said tonight that his supporters were so angry that they couldn't get into a place where they were tabulating votes, that they would get violent almost. So it's intentional and it's dangerous, and it really needs.
Remember when CNN said something they were wrong and they got sued about it? Yeah, that's happened a bunch of times. Like that kid, the Indian with the MAGA hat on. Yep, he won a lawsuit against CNN.
Needs to stop. The votes need to be counted.
Because CNN is fake news. Anderson Pooper.
He's accepted it, and he wants to take everybody down with him, including this country. Gloria?
I think that the world
Yeah, I told you they were going to lose it after that speech.
is watching. And they're watching an American president undermine democracy in the United States.
They got to drag this on. They're going to drag this on for months, man. And I don't know how they're going to do it because there's still a bunch of states. So, are they going to freeze? What's going to happen? Because there's no way that Biden is just going to be the president in 2 days or something.
It's painful to those of us who love America. It is painful.
By the time that Biden, if he were to actually win this, by the time he would actually become our president after all this legal shit, he's going to die of old age. This guy's staring off into the abyss.
And dangerous, what he's doing. It is not surprising, of course, because he told us early on that if he didn't win, he was
This is so boring. Listen to this. I don't even want to talk about this
going to
anymore.
say the election was rigged, and maybe we didn't believe he would come out and do it in this way, but it is still startling.
You literally said before he came out and did it that he would do it this way. Shut the fuck up. You're terrible at your job.
To us to just hear the president from a podium in the
Oh, it's so, after you just bashed him for 4 years about how awful of a person and president he was, you're surprised about what he's doing now in 2020?
White House undermine democracy. And as Jake was saying before, I have to keep saying, if this was such a big plot.
I wonder if I can go back to Van Jones' little race bait bullshitting that he had earlier on this show. I think it's going to be cut off. Yeah, it's going to be cut off. He was on here yelling at people over nothing.
If you notice, two of the most corrupt political places anywhere in our country
Detroit and Philadelphia.
easily cannot be responsible.
Let's go back and hear him say it.
And there are many instances which will be reported very shortly. There's tremendous litigation going on. And this is a case where they're trying to steal an election. They're trying to rig an election. And we can't let that happen. Detroit and Philadelphia, known as two of the most corrupt political places anywhere in our country, easily.
Shots fired. Yeah, if he wins, now you understand why. I said before, like, he got elected. If he does win, he'll get killed the second year into his second term. So now if he ends up winning after all of this, it's going to make a lot of sense when he gets killed. A lot. Some really butthurt people
are absolutely essential, and there are two.
All right, can I get done with this video? I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
That's
I don't
so-
like Van Jones. This motherfucker.
I couldn't agree.
President of the United
So
States.
let me say something that let's just be really blunt about this. Why is he talking about Detroit? Why is he talking about Philadelphia? It's not subtle. It's race. It's race. It's Donald Trump's go-to play.
Oh, look what the fuck they're doing. You gotta be kidding me. It's race. It's race.
And it's disgusting. So I just want to say...
And I just want to say that to you, the black man, the only black man on the set. I want to just tell you, because when I turn my video game on, it says Black Lives Matter. When I watch a basketball game on the court, it says Black Lives Matter. When I play a game on my phone, it says Black Lives Matter. It says Black Lives Matter everywhere. So I just want to tell you that Black Lives Matter.
I appreciate you teeing.
Yeah, we get it. You're gonna tell us for the rest of our lives that Black Lives Matter. We get it.
It up. It's unbelievable that he can say these cities are known for corruption, et cetera, et cetera.
Mexican lives matter. Mexican lives matter. Just everywhere. Mexican lives matter. It's ridiculous to just single out any color and say that their lives matter.
There's corruption all across this country.
Just so much fucking distract and divide. It's absolutely asinine, and people fall for it. You're racist, bro. You don't like Black Lives Matter. Dude, Black Lives Matter. The movement Black Lives Matter does not fucking matter.
You're not
fucking
surprised?
idiots. This is a strike. I can't even put this on.
How can you do that when you are president of the United States? Again, not surprising, but just shocking and very sad.
I'm going to go to Jim Acosta, who's at the White House. Jim?
Yeah. I mean, Anderson, I think what we listened to just a few moments ago from the president
was the most disgusting thing any president has ever said inside these walls.
It sounded an awful like an attack on American democracy.
Good.
And President Trump fired the first shot in this attack on our
Told you. Shots fired.
democracy.
And who's going to fire the last shot? They will when they kill his ass. I'm ending the video. We're done.